there was a Comeng in the Metro Tunnel, and we've officially started what is basically the final step before the Metro Tunnel opens. It's December, and I'm here to update you on everything that's happened over the last few weeks in the Metro Tunnel. So, yes, trial ops has started, and it is the final stage of the project. It doesn't mean that there's not still a lot of work to do, but it's one of the last things we do in the grand scheme of things before you can get on a train. The idea of trial ops in a broad sense is that you're getting people into the stations to do all the things that they would do when the Metro Tunnel opens. So a whole load of staff come in and they're doing what we call procedure validation exercises. Those PVEs run a pretty wide range. There's things like, what do we do if a driver is incapacitated? How do we safely evacuate the stations? And making sure that people know what to do to open and close the stations. I think when you consider how many people are going to be moving through these stations every single day, there's a lot of stuff that you don't really want to leave up to chance. And while you've got these opportunities, you want to make sure everybody knows how to do their job and they feel confident in doing that job. Another major part of that is all of those staff that are coming in are using all of the equipment that's been installed in the stations. And by doing that, triple checking that all of those things work when they're put under the load of real people using them. So as an example, since the last update, Metro trains have been running a whole bunch of activities at Anzac station. Things like, what are the scripts that they read out over the PA? Can those be heard effectively through the ambient noise of a station with people moving through it? Are those scripts concise enough and communicate clearly where people need to go when you actually say them out loud? You can write those things down and you can know how they work at other stations, but it's really important to triple check that and know for a fact that you're going to be able to move people effectively through that space. And finally, a few weeks ago, we had a Comeng head into the Metro Tunnel. I've looked at the channel demographics and I kind of feel like this is the part of the title that most of you clicked this video for. For those of you without an intense knowledge of train types in Melbourne, it's the older trains, those cool silver looking ones that are still running on some parts of the network. This is kind of interesting for a few reasons. For one, it's just kind of neat to see this old piece of infrastructure moving through something that is brand new. And two, the Metro Tunnel and HCMT trains were designed with each other in mind. We knew from the outset that we needed a particular type of train to run through the Metro Tunnel, and that would be a dedicated type of train. And that comes down to things like door spacing, the size of the platforms that we have, all that sort of thing. So this Comeng is kind of one of the only trains, if not the only one of its type, to move through the Metro Tunnel. And the reason that the Comeng was brought in the first place is that it was a bit of a precursor to EVIE going in the tunnel. It's this big yellow train that runs across the network. It's got all cameras on the outside and people can sit in there and can check that the condition of the track is appropriate and safe and doesn't require any further repairs. EVIE will be making her maiden voyage through the Metro Tunnel fairly soon, and I promise you I will tell you exactly when that happens. That's everything for this month. Let me know if I missed anything or if there's anything that you want to see in the next update, and I will see you next time.